They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. They're going to run here. It's Mixon. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
Mixon can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Mixon on 3rd and goal. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Texans earn the chance to tie before halftime. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown. Here's Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Texans start off well to tie things 7-7. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. He'll take this at the 10. And this drive will start inside the 25. There's 35 seconds to go in the half as they are ready to begin their drive. First and 10. Here's Hurts. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Not taking any risks here, keeping this one on the ground. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 3rd and just 2 to go. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. It's another rushing play. Barkley, a first down and more. 30, 20, 15. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles take the lead just before halftime. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Now, probably still mentally kicking himself after that missed point after. He can take a little frustration out here as he kicks this away. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. Beginning a new drive here, but just 16 seconds to go before halftime. First down, Stroud. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Eagles might be able to get some points late after the interception. Wanted to hit his tight end there, but a defender anticipated it, got a hand on it, and it is picked up.
Yeah, I think this defenses today have figured it out. There's a lot of good tight ends, and they can be mismatch makers, so you better have an awareness and coverage of where those tight ends are. This defense did. And boy, what a big play to take that ball away.
And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Tackle made by Jeff Okudah. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Jake Elliott out to put up 3 for the Eagles. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Pierce now on the return. This return makes it up to the 25. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Only quick, right?
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. Try getting it to Nico Collins. So it'll be 2nd down.
Robbie. Here we go. Where's the hot?
A handoff for Mixon, running right. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
They're set up at the 35 now.
All right.
On play action, here's Stroud. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback down there, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage is waiting for it. QB super fortunate that ball wasn't picked. An incompletion, still pretty good for the defense, too.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Mixon on the counter. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Eagles territory. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
From just shy of midfield on 2nd down. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Eagles get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Okay, the wide receiver's going to get it to begin the drive. And he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
They send a tight end in motion. 1st down, a run with Barkley. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
73. 73. Tiger Hornet. No touch.
Hurts to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. He was looking for Dallas Goedert there. So now they have 3rd and short. Working across the middle, Brock. It is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, well, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th.
No touch that. No touch.
A play fake now hurts to throw. And all their pressure gets it done. That's a sack on 4th down as they force the turnover.
Well, this play never had a chance between the pressure at home and the coverage downfield. QB still got to find a way to throw it up and give somebody an opportunity to make a play.
The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And the Texans are going to have a 1st down. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Stroud throwing here on 1st. Throwing the out route complete. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. Well, the defense is really buckled down. That was a scoreless 3rd quarter for us. The Texans have it to start, coming in trailing on the scoreboard.
Texans 7.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. From the 31. Cut by Diggs. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
I'll tell you this, you don't want to make a living throwing into double coverage, but double coverage and still finding a way to beat the defense and haul it in. That's not a situation many players win. And a lot of quarterbacks willing to make that throw and trust their receiver to get it done.
Stroud now on 3rd. Throwing this back in the end zone. And he has the catch, gets both feet in. That's a touchdown. The Texans have cut it to a 3-point game here in the 4th. Nico Collins with the touchdown. Wow, just fantastic work there. Tiptoeing along the back line. The concentration was there. Great catch for 6.
Yeah, the concentration and the body control. I don't know how these receivers do it in this day and age. There's no space to work with, yet they have such an awareness to secure it first, to tap dance the line, and go get that touchdown.
Texans facing a big play as they go for 2. They motion Dell over left. And the 2-point pass falls incomplete. They tried to get aggressive, but it doesn't work. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Barkley.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
Great, set.
Here's another carry for Barkley. It's a 5-yard gain, and that brings up 3rd and 7.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
And this run is stopped after getting up past the 35. So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning. Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2. Back to throw it. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
Pass taken in by Diggs. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Texans down by only 3. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Running with Mixon out of the gun. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
Completed to his running back. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. Houston calls it 2nd timeout. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first.
On the quick, right?
Staying between the tackles with Mixon. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Pass caught by Mixon. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Now the offense is going to take its 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing now. And that's a touchdown. The catch is made, and they lead just before the end of this game. Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minute.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And, Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
A chance to take their lead beyond a field goal on this point after. And it's good, so they take the lead, and the extra point buys them some breathing room. A field goal does not tie it now. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. He fields it from the 8. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Handoff headed right. Barkley. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. In quite the time crunch here, Brock, but still 2 timeouts to burn. It's 1st down. Setting up to pass. Escapes the pocket. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. Now with just 10 seconds left in our game, we've got a timeout. Offense to the line for second down. Here he is to throw. Rolling out to his left. Try and push it deep down. It's intercepted. That will do it. Jeff Okuda with the INT. And the Texans make one final massive play, and that finishes the win. So the Texans come away with the road win. And it's going to be remembered quite a bit for the defensive effort right there at the end to steal away the last bits of hope from the opposing sideline with that interception, Brock, and officially end this game. So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner, Brock Heward, and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Philadelphia.
We are just about 10 miles south of downtown. You get a look inside NRG Stadium in Houston, the home of the Texans. Here's Jake Moody to get this one kicked off. And off we go from Houston. This taken just shy of the goal line. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Here we go.
Stroud going to throw right away. That's to the right side and incomplete. Nico Collins was the intended receiver there. It's second down.
I think you just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Just take what the defense is giving you. And you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game. Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
On third down, here's a run by Mixon. And he's going to have it up for the first down. They'll mark him up at the 39-yard line. Again, they'll give it to Mixon. And it's a short pickup to about the 42. Linebacker Fred Warner brings him down. 2nd and 7. Here's Mixon. And he'll weave his way down close to that first down. Going to come up just a little shy. It's going to be 3rd down and short. They'll let the fullback try to push the pile. And he is going to have the Texans first down. He's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
All game long, Mike, this guy is asked to make key block after key block for the ball carrier. But this time, the coach is calling him to do the running for a change. And on 3rd and short, no surprise, he gets the job done.
Here's Spotter's big tight end. That's Dalton Schultz. 13 yards on the catch there. First down for Houston.
Really impressive job by the quarterback to stay in there. He knew that hit was coming in the pocket, but he held it just long enough to let his receiver win versus man coverage and deliver that ball on target. Any quarterback in the league, Mike, at this level can operate when things are clean. But when you have guys bearing down on you, can you hold it a little bit longer? Because if not, the timing of the play just doesn't work out.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Let's give some love to the big guys up front here, Mike. The offensive line is looking good here early to start the game. Couple nice big explosive runs. Expect them to continue to lean on the big guys up front as the rest of this game unfolds.
A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
On the give, this is Mixon. He'll get this right to the 20-yard line. Linebacker Fred Warner brings him down. A lengthy opening drive. Now comes to this. It is 3rd down. Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. Taking off. He'll try carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. The Niners have got it. The quarterback was on the move, starting to gain some yards, but then he lost the ball. And the fumble's recovered by the defense.
And early on, Mike, it was actually a really good job by the quarterback, extending that play, getting some positive yards with his legs, but he decided not to slide and give himself up. He takes that hit, loses the ball, and now the defense takes over.
Here's 1st and 10. Here's Christian McCaffrey to get things started. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
shooting from a cannon. Mid-flight, here to recite, I ain't landing. Handles like a vandal at night, you can't grab it. Fire underneath my hood is outstanding. Blast through a wall of bricks like Superman did. Ain't nothing holding me back but me standing. So I'ma take off right now from this planet. The new sound has been found in yo. I don't know what you've been told, but I ain't gonna stop till I break the mold. You see, I'm born in the music. I wanna rise in the ceiling, yes I do. I think it's time to see a brand new menu. I said I'm born in the music. I'm born in the music. Brand new horizon, the world's in my hands and the sun's tantalizing. Grab hold of mine if you want some good time, and it's been too long and you need some unwinding. Woo! Shake it low, the new sound has been found, and yo, I don't know what you've been told, but I ain't gonna stop till I break the mold. You see, I'm born in the music. I wanna rise in the ceiling, yes I do. I think it's time to see a brand new menu. I said I'm born in the music. Born in the music.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Space City, Houston, Texas, and NRG Stadium. Here's Jake Moody to get this one kicked off. And off we go from Houston. A couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. First carry for Joe Mixon. He'll take this ahead. It's a pickup of 3. Dre Greenlaw in on the tackle. They face 2nd down and 7. They'll go right back to Mixon. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. But some success here early on the ground will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. That's caught. It's Joe Mixon. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mixon. And he's going to have a 1st down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
Oh, he tried to throw it back across his body, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Charvarius Ward.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, They've got to identify what went wrong. Let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Opening carry of the game for the versatile Christian McCaffrey. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up third down. Again, it's McCaffrey. Ooh. A gain there of 11. First down, 49ers.
Over the last couple years, Mike, we've seen the trend in the NFL is that third down has really become a passing down, but not here. Not for this team. They keep the ball on the ground. They're able to pick up a big gain. Fresh set of downs.
And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
On second down, Purdy. And this will be incomplete, but there's a flag back in the backfield where the quarterback is. They may have got him after he released the ball. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here's McCaffrey. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Second down and 8. Shotgun snap to Purdy. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
On third down, it's Purdy. A short one there, caught by Kittle. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Nice job here by the defense. They understood this quarterback is looking to push this ball downfield, past the line to gain, and he's got no choice but to check it down short to the tight end, rally tackle, and brings up 4th down.
So we come to the end of a fairly evenly played opening quarter. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And more from Houston coming up in a moment. The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. Now Purdy. That's incomplete. Daring ball on 4th down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on down. They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. To throw, it's Stroud. That's complete to Stephon Diggs. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a first down after a gain of 7. Stroud going to set up to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Dre Greenlaw. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
Understanding the coverage shells of cover 2 is critical, especially for the linebackers, Mike. They're responsible for those underneath zones. There is some vulnerability to this coverage unit if you don't have guys who understand their assignments. But I'll tell you what, this guy definitely was paying attention in meetings because he was in the right place at the right time, and he's able to come away with the big pick.
They get 15 on that game. It's good for a Niners first down. Purdy works out of the pistol. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. From the gun, it's Purdy. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. On the handoff, McCaffrey. A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on fourth down. Here's Purdy. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Henry Tuotuo.
Every once in a while, Mike, you see a quarterback predetermined before the snap where they're going to go with the ball, and I think that was the case here. He told himself, I'm throwing the ball to him no matter what, and it ends up being a costly mistake.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. An even 20 yards. Impressive start to this drive. Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stroud. And that'll be batted down.
I'm not sure there's any position on defense that's undergone as much of an evolution as the linebacker position. In the old days, they were the physical tone setters. They were the tacklers. But now, it's their ability to hold up in coverage, like you saw there, that allows you to keep those guys on the field for all 3 downs.
That is caught! And he will go all the way. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Texans. Now Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Texans will take a 7-0 lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. This taken at the 5. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Play fake to McCaffrey. Now, Purdy. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
On second down, Purdy. Open man downfield is Kittle. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Purdy on first down. Right back to Kittle. That's another one. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
The Niners will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this first half.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level, and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand.
Timeout 49ers. That is their second, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
It's been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with first and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
Throwing again is Purdy. And as he threw it, the pass is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to complete.
That is caught in the middle of the end zone. Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the fourth quarter in 2-minute mode. But let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here, going into halftime, changes this entire game.
That ties the game at 7. Jake Moody is the kickoff for the 49ers.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in that landing zone, the ball only comes out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. To throw is Stroud. That one caught by Tank Dell. And they're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line. Now his timeout. They're going to take it with 8 seconds remaining until the break. The first catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. Back To throw, Stroud. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Stroud. Now a deep ball here for Collins. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. All right, Coach, thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. This will be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with their fullback. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Up the middle, here's McCaffrey. And he's going to pick up the first down. That's a nice run, taking it up past the 30-yard line.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Up the sideline, past midfield. 20, 15. The speed on display. He's in. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, 49ers. Taking care of business on the ground. They run it into the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Mike, some of the hardest elements to coach for a running back is vision and patience. And in this case, you saw both of them on display, and he's able to take the long run all the way to the house for 6.
On is Moody to add the extra point. And this one is no good. He missed the extra point in this tight game. Boy, that could come to be a big factor as this second half rolls along. So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. On first down, they'll start with Mixon. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down. They will work the middle with Mixon. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Now the offensive coordinator's got a decision on his hand, Mike. It was 2nd and 1. He decides to go with a conservative run. Gets stopped for no gain. He's in the exact same position now on 3rd down. Does he try to change it up, or does he just turn around and hand it off again?
15-yard pickup there. It's good for a Texans first down.
We've seen 3rd down really turn into a pass-happy down throughout the league, and I think this is an example of the play caller kind of using that to his advantage. Keep the defense off guard, keeps the ball on the ground, extend this possession.
Here's a give up the middle to Mixon. Not much there, maybe a yard.
The 47-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9. Schultz is the motion man. On 2nd down, Stroud to the left side, and caught by Schultz. 3rd down, 3 to go. They'll try and run for this with Mixon.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. A gain of 3. It's now 4th down and less than a yard.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. They'll try to sneak it here. And he's going to have a Texans first down. They managed to convert. That'll keep the drive alive.
I love this call, Mike. You're basically asking yourself, can your offense beat this defense? And they know exactly what play is coming. And I'll tell you the answer, it's an emphatic yes. They run the quarterback sneak right up the gut, and they turn 4th down into a 1st.
A short throw pulled in by Schultz. And he's close to another first down. He's brought down just shy of the marker. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Man in motion, it's Diggs. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and a yard. Man in motion, it's Diggs. They'll go play action with Stroud. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
On play action, Stroud. That's caught right side, the tight end Schultz. That's catch 3 just on this drive, and it gets his team a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal. Very nearly a touchdown. He's going to be marked out of bounds just shy of the pylon. That's a gain of 18 yards. This is almost certainly 4-down territory if they need them all. Touchdown, extra point gives them the lead. It is 1st down and goal. They'll run here with Mixon. Trying to find a crease in there. It's a big pile of bodies, but he is going to come up short.
This defense is able to get the hold here on first down, Mike, but they might have to do it 3 more times. I think if I'm this offense, I'm saying this is 4 down territory. I've got 3 more shots to gain 1 yard. Here you go.
They look to run with Mixon. And he is not going to get to the goal line. In fact, he's even going to lose yards on that play. And now it is 3rd and goal.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage. And that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here. Two plays at their disposal, but they'd love to get it right here on 3rd and goal. Schultz is the motion man. From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. And he's so close to breaking the plane, but the official's going to come in and mark him short. So now it's 4th down.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get 1 more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
And that's going to be incomplete. They roll the dice, 4th and goal, but they're going to wind up being turned away by the defense.
Yeah, I don't think this coach has much of a choice. I think he had to go for it. A field goal doesn't help you a whole lot. They're trying to take the lead here late in the game, but what a stand by this defense coming through, keeping them out of the end zone.
3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. Room to run past the 15. Room up the sideline at the 45. Down the sideline, inside the 25. And he is gone. 99 yards. Touchdown, San Francisco. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being